So let me guess, you just hit up your local craft store, came across, I don't know, a 99-cent pattern sale, or somehow you came home with a whole stack of new patterns? Cute, real cute. But let me ask you this. How are you going to find them later? How are we storing them? Let me know, because we've all been there where we have purchased a ton of patterns and now you're left with figuring out how you're going to store them so that way you can find what you need when you need it later. Well, let me tell you, I got you. This is where my pattern tabs come into place. I made these simple labels so your patterns can stop playing hide and seek in your stash. Okay, let's be for real. Honestly, we all know I created these for myself initially because I knew one day I need a system that actually made sense. I'm currently in a no-buy pattern season. I'm working through stitching what I have. I'm going to work with what I got for now, okay? But once this season is over, I cannot wait because I know I'm going to get right back to it and collecting the patterns that will be best for my wardrobe. I just thought I would remind those folks who have been around that I have a system for keeping those patterns in check, and one that makes sense if you store your patterns in bins and boxes. It's nothing like sorting through your stash looking for a particular pattern, but then you see a bunch of different patterns that you forgot about. Next thing you know, you're overwhelmed with excitement and a bunch of ideas about what you want to stitch up next. And you spend more time than you expected looking for the pattern that you initially went inside of that bin or box for. Yeah, let's stop that. Get straight to what you're looking for so you can actually make what you set out to make. This video is also to inform the people who are new to my channel to introduce you to pattern tabs, because in my opinion, this is just too good not to share. So I'm sharing it with you all. Now I have two different versions. I have the physical tabs, which I have here with me. Basically, you can think of pattern tabs as bookmarks before your patterns, but specifically I call these pattern tabs because they're made for your sewing patterns. Then I also have another version, which is a digital download. Let's say you are looking at my pattern tabs and you're like, you know what? I'm not really feeling the categories that you have on these pattern tabs, and I kind of want to make my own tabs so that way it suits my stash and how you have them sorted. I also have a template so that way you can edit these tabs so that way it fits your stash. And then let's say maybe you're not feeling the physical tabs or the template and you're like, you know what? I'm just here for the idea. By all means, do what works best for you. I'm just sharing a system that works best for me so that way I can easily sort through my stash and get to the pattern that I am interested in stitching up. But if you're someone where you're like, oh, I need that and I need that like yesterday, then go ahead, hit up my shop, because all you have to do is order it, stick them in, and go. Now, I'll quickly go over some of the categories that I have listed for my tabs. I have them already neatly packaged up. Some of the categories are dresses, activewear, intimates, miscellaneous, outerwear with the subcategory of cardigans and capes, jumpsuits, tops, bottoms with the subcategory of skirts and pants, and then outerwear with the subcategory of coats and jackets. Shout out to you all, the folks who have left comments on my previous video to help me kind of get an idea of categories to come up with for the tabs. And then also for the folks who are like, yeah, just make a template so that way people can make their own. Okay. Basically, you got options. You got options for storing your patterns. And also, this is just an option as well. We're all makers here, so whatever you have in mind for organizing and categorizing your patterns, by all means, do what's best for you. Either way, your patterns will finally have their life together, which means you can spend less time digging through those envelopes and more time actually sewing. And since we're here, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, not because YouTube says so, but because you know I've got more sewing gems coming your way. And if you're ready to get your stash together, go ahead, hit up my Etsy shop. It's linked above. Treat your patterns right, since you just treated yourself to a ton of new patterns. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you all in my next video. Bye.